lot of time in my garden, and I spend a lot of time in observation in the garden. And I am aware that when I'm out there, I'm always learning something new, and it's reminding me that I often don't know what I don't know. And the work here is about that kind of listening. So when I'm in my garden and I'm making these abstract backgrounds, I'm using a lot of materials from my garden to create the background. And then when I take it into my studio, I'm trying to bring that experience of listening to nature and learning what's happening around me that is not human, that exists outside of my brain. And I feel like being in the garden and creating the backgrounds has infused the panels with that wisdom, in a sense, and that it's inherent to the piece. And so by sitting and meditating with the work, it's imparting that wisdom. And if I listen well enough, then there's a conversation that's happening. And I really like that the life forms in the paintings are born from this environment, that there's a symbiotic relationship, and that the plants and the insects, the animals all belong within this environment. And thinking a lot about evolution and change and survival, and how adaptation is so important for survival. And after I draw these forms, I go back and I start to quiet the background by painting around them with this veil. And it allows the background to still show through a bit, but it gives focus to the life that's on the panel. And I've been reflecting on this. In a sense, these forms become windows, because I've painted around them and they're like a void, they're a hole that's looking back into this environment. And I like to think of them as windows into the cosmos, that everything that is alive is part of this cosmic continuum, and we are all connected. So that's the inspiration.